Hello my friends. The body part that almost everyone thinks about, asks about, is the hips. So what's a natural hip motion? I will try to guide you to find what you need to do and why you need to realize that we are not the same. Copying someone else's hip motion could be disaster for your game. And I will compare it to just a simple thing like walking. Because sometimes I think we forget what we're actually doing. Golf is about getting that ball in the hole. It's not about the best hip motion possible. If it works, don't mess up everything by trying to copy someone else and how they move their hips. We hear it all the time. Listening to any broadcast from a competition in golf, they all talk about, oh, he's moving his hips so good, and my God, could we please talk about the club instead? Copying, I'm 53 now, still trying to recover from some health issues, but already I'm swinging the club almost as fast as before, and I can hear from a guy 25 years old hitting his drives 50 yards shorter than me. Oh, you would hit it so far if you just move your hips better. Look at me. We forget what's important in golf. What's important is to get that ball into that hole over there. It's not how I move my hips. That's not number one. If I can get the club to move correctly, to hit the ball correctly, that's absolutely number one and should be good enough. If you're an elite golfer, you can practice a lot of things, but your lower body should stay natural. Looking at Scotty Scheffler, I mean, he's been dominant for 2 years now. His footwork, leg work, or everything looks kind of crazy. But he's the number one golfer in the world by a good margin too. Try to copy that. Of course I tried it. I almost fell over. It's not possible. If I would have a very young girl who is an instructor in maybe tango or some Latin dance, whatever, she would probably move her hips almost all the time, walking with their hips. I'm not walking with my hips. I walk with my legs. I'm not stiff in my back, but I'm not using this when I walk. Starting to walk like that would feel strange, and it would take 2 seconds and I will go back to whatever I did before. It's not natural. If I want to reach something high in my kitchen, I can take my hand and I only tell my brain to take my hand up. I don't need to tell my legs to stretch or extend. I don't need to do that because everything here is trying to help this. In golf, you should do the same. If you do a practice swing, you know how much your hips should move. I have not met one golfer in 15 years that I needed to tell that you need to move your hips more. Because if I take my trail hand and I reach over my lead shoulder, going like I would smack something down there, they all move their hips. Nobody is staying here because then they can't go over the lead shoulder. So why am I doing this video? The reason is simple. I get so many questions, and also that so many people, golfers, think that, okay, I topped it, it must have been my hips. I sliced it, it must have been my hips. I hooked it, it must have been my hips. I'm hitting it too high, too low, too short, too long. It's not your hips. It will never be your hips. They're only trying to help you to do the things you want to do with your hands. And then hitting a golf ball, I don't want it to be 1, 2, 3. It will be a horrible golf shot. I want it to be in sync. I want to feel that my body is working all together. Trying to hit a golf ball, I always move more when I want to hit something. But I don't want to move different. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to feel something extra. I don't need anything extra. I only need my natural motion. As soon as you try to instruct your lower body to do something extra, do something more, you lose the natural program that you already have. Just feel it. Take a club and feel it. Backswing, forward. Backswing, forward. If you're a person with normal big hip motions, you probably move more. But for me, it feels just strange. And I don't need it because the ball went where I wanted to go. Because the club did what it was supposed to do. That's number one. We are not competing in hip motion. We are competing in getting a ball to the place that I want. I want to hit it that way. If you're an elite golfer, you train your strength in your legs, your core, everything. Of course, you will probably move more. But most golfers I meet, they don't want to spend a month in the gym, and you don't need to. Focus on what's important. The important part is this, hitting the ball in the way you want it to be hit. Nothing else. So I want to feel, and I hope you in the future want to feel, that your hips are naturally helping your hands to do what they want.